Hey guys, what's going on? That's MassiveJoes Weekly.
Whoa! Let's get behind the scenes.
Yeah,
Instagram.
nice.
Whoa!
Do a different intro.
Another delicious intro to MassiveJoes Weekly Word, episode 151.
You gonna upload it or what?
Neve.
Do you know what annoys me that you do?
What?
You don't hit your story.
Yeah, I go the long way.
You
I
do
go
it
the long way
every time.
Can I quickly see how it came out on the Instagram?
Yeah,
Oh, there's no sound. Hold on. Oh no, there's there's plenty of sound. Don't you worry about it. Oh, that's fantastic. Yeah. No, that's definitely going on the gram.
Yep.
That's some.
thanks.
You know what they call it on the gram? Hashtag BTS. You know what BTS stands for?
Better than sex.
Behind the scenes.
Did you ever have the cupcakes from that place in the city? It was called BTS Cupcakes.
No.
It was better than sex cupcakes.
Oh, is that
Yeah.
legit?
Yeah.
There you go. Jam-packed episode of MassiveJoes Weekly Word for you guys today, episode 151. A bunch of topics and a truckload of Ask Neves.
Yep.
Let's get straight into it. Topics of discussion, Neve.
Back in stock, new products coming soon. Arnold Classic Australia, Seth Feroce events, Regan Grimes events. WhatSupp? Ask Neve.
Woo! Let's go, baby. Let's dive straight in.
Back in stock.
First topic of discussion, Neve.
Back in stock. Ooh, nah, you going to see him before Arnold?
I'm gonna have to, I reckon. Well, Arnold is still, we're shooting this. What day is it today?
It was Thursday
Thursday.
afternoon.
So we've got a week. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have.
Well,
Because it's
we'll
good.
leave- no,
What
leave
I
it.
need, like, if it was Arnold tomorrow, I wouldn't see Rob because this is perfect. You know, it's not like too fresh. It's just the right amount of freshness.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like, you know how like if you buy like milk and it's like too fresh, it just tastes like water.
No.
Yeah, and then like it
you're on
goes like
drugs.
half fresh.
You're on drugs.
You know, what about cannoli? You've had cannoli
Yeah.
before. You know the Italian cakes.
Yeah.
When they're half fresh, they're better.
Yeah.
It's like Rob's
Yep.
finest.
All right. We just wasted a few times. All right.
First topic of discussion, Neve.
Back in stock. Diamond Size Ice 100, all sizes, all flavors.
All sizes, all flavors. Would you go so far as to say, I wouldn't say our top selling isolate, but definitely one of them.
Definitely longest running.
Definitely longest running. Been around forever. All sizes, all flavors back in stock. Take your pick at the ISO 100, man.
Peanut butter is the best flavor.
It is a very good flavor. Yeah.
Ghost Pump, all flavors.
Finally, back in stock, arguably the #1 pop supplement on the planet. Although Sup Wars would probably throw a spanner in the works. But Pump from Ghost Pump, back in stock in both flavors, comes in 2 in Australia. Both flavors are back in stock, and that has been out for the better part of 6 months. It's been out since the end of last year.
And just while we're at it, Legend is fully in stock as well.
Yes, so you can stack Legend with Pump, which is the ultimate Ghost workout experience.
All Gentech everything.
All Gentech everything, thermo fuel, male fuel capsules, casein custard, both sizes, all flavors, all their essentials, everything Gentech that your heart could possibly desire, back in stock. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
New products.
Hit 'em, baby.
So we've got Force Element Fire Support.
Yes, I was actually going to bring a tub of each of these in, but I
Forgot.
fucking forgot. Fire Support is their amino acid, intra-workout amino acid supplement. Full spectrum amino, I might add, specifically for intra-workout use.
Yep. And Force Element Cleared Hot.
Which is their thermogenic fat burner. A pretty decent formula, I must say as well. If I had bought them in, we would be able to discuss. But I imagine that we're going to do some content around them, maybe a basic breakdown.
Yeah.
Something like that for you guys.
Also, just for everyone, Fire Support is a try before you buy this month in our retail stores. So if you do want to go in and try it before you buy it.
Fire Support?
Yep.
Really? I thought it was one of the other ones.
No.
Oh, nice one.
I believe it's Fire Support. Because we're doing Epoch. Because we're doing Epoch.
Yeah, you might be right. You might be
I
right.
don't remember what the other one is.
Yeah.
It's been a few days since I looked.
Yeah, there you go. Anyway, try before you buy. March, MassiveJoes retail stores.
Turn your phone on silent.
It's not my phone. Someone else left theirs in here.
All right. I'm trying to run a professional organisation here.
Next topic of discussion, Neve.
You're making a mockery of my business.
I know, I apologise. I don't know how that happened. My phone's always on silent.
No, you turned it on
The
to hear.
one
You
time
turned it on
it's-
to hear your voice.
No, that's what I did, to
Yep.
watch the Instagram story back. Fuck.
Coming soon.
Hit him, baby.
3D Energy launching Friday, March 15th, which is the Friday of the Arnold.
Correct. So 3D Energy is actually here at HQ at the moment, but we're not launching until next Friday, the 15th of March, at the Arnold Sports Festival at the MassiveJoes Mega Booth will be the first place you can get it. Also launching in all 10 MassiveJoes retail stores next Friday, March 15. Also launching online, MassiveJoes.com, but you can only buy cases online. You can't buy single cans, whereas you can buy single cans in our retail stores and at the MassiveJoes Mega Booth at the Arnold Sports Festival Australia. Also launching with selected retail partners across Australia.
Yep.
Next Friday is the date, the 15th of March. 4 flavors as well. Well, 4 colors. They don't have flavors.
Colours, but flavours.
Red, white, green,
blue
are the four colors of 3D Energy.
Do you know what's very funny is that 3D Energy, I got hit up about 10 times this yesterday.
Yeah.
But from like people that I didn't think would hit me up.
No. Dude,
We're talking like other supplement. We're talking other supplement retailers that hit me up asking for a card, like have just hit me up for their own personal card.
Yeah. I don't think that you are aware of the amount that 3D Energy is going to blow the fuck up. It's going to blow the fuck up. It could like take over the Arnold Sports Festival.
Yeah.
We may be sold out within the first few hours.
Are you telling me the Goose is going to be there?
No, the Goose is not coming, but the Goose is coming to Sydney.
Nice.
He's going to be at the Sydney Fitness Expo.
Have you asked about calling him the Goose yet?
You don't ask about calling someone the Goose.
You just do it.
You just jump straight in. Yeah.
Oh, Goose. All right.
Move on. You always, whenever 3D Energy comes up, you have to bring in the Goose, don't you?
What's his brand?
Yeah, it is. It's true.
Team J Apparel Prime Tights.
Yes, Prime Tights, which are the, we actually haven't mentioned these before, but you may have seen them floating around because I believe Jackie Watts, WBFF Fitness Pro, one of our sponsored athletes, was wearing them in a photo shoot. And a few of the pushy cats picked up and they goes, oh, that's a new tight style. Anyway, Prime Tights coming soon, may actually also launch at the Arnold.
Hopefully.
Yep.
They have popular sculpt tights coming out in khaki, grey and peach.
Also on track to launch at the Arnold, at the MassiveJoes Mega Booth.
MTS outright bar.
Still looking at the end of March, I'd say. We're still waiting on the health certificates.
Yep. Next.
Yeah.
We're not giving them any more airtime. BPN Flight.
BPN Flight, BPN Endo Pump, BPN Strong Greens, and BPN In Flight. Now, obviously, we stock Flight and Endo Pump already. They're out of stock, but we have stocked them in the past. But new updated formulas on BPN's pre-workout, which is Flight, their pump formula, which is Endo Pump, and we're also going to be stocking for the first time in Australia Strong Greens, which is their green supplement, and In Flight, which is their intra-workout BCAA products. So coming soon. I would say, let's give it 2 weeks. Let's give it to the end of March. Let's give it 3 weeks.
Next topic.
No, here's one more.
No, we're not talking about this. I don't like if companies can't get their act together. They don't fuck get it.
All right. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
Arnold Classic Australia.
All right, man. Hit them with the vitals. Hit them with the vital bits.
Next week, March 15 to 17 is obviously Arnold Classic in Melbourne. So we'll be there all 3 days: Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Yes.
I don't know what time it opens. 10 till 5.
Something like that.
Sometime. Check the website. Anyway, we'll be there, and we'll be there with a whole heap of our team.
Come on, man. You're not doing a very good job selling it.
Swole.
The
Josh,
all-new,
Adil,
improved, unveiled for the very first time, MassiveJoes Mega Booth, the Arnold Sports Festival Australia. That's point number 1.
Yep.
Point number 2 is, of course, the entire team MassiveJoes, everyone that you guys come to see. Big Nevos, the Swole Bear, Dillip the Cutting Specialist, fucking the whole crew.
Oh, you thought Josh, he's going to be upset.
The whole crew. Oh, of course, Boss Josh. Expos are his jam.
He's not really a
we'll
boss,
be there.
But he's not really a boss anymore.
We then also have a bunch of Team MassiveJoes sponsored athletes going to be there. We got Freshie and Rucker. We got Jared Hustler, WBFF Pro. We got Talia Page. We got Tim McKinnon. We got Nathan James Williamson.
Are they all going to be
yeah, no, absolutely. And we're still waiting on confirmation on a bunch of others.
Might not be room.
No, that's why it's called the Mega Booth, mate.
Yuck.
We then have, as we have mentioned, the launch of 3D energy drinks in Australia. The looking very probable launch of TMJ Apparel Prime Tights. Launch of TMJ Apparel Sculpt Tights in khaki, grey and peach. Launch of TMJ Apparel BBC Tea. Do you want to talk more about the tea? Because there's a special around the BBC tea.
I thought it was a dildo
and I feel like you should probably let them know. But I also feel like you can't remember.
Nah.
Come on. You can't remember, can you?
So we've got a BBC tee. What do you want me to tell them about it?
I feel like we need to grab one and show them.
Nah.
Is Leah wearing one today?
I actually mentioned it to her this morning that this is the first day she's not wearing it this week.
Oh, wow, there you go. The BBC tee, the TMJ Apparel BBC tee, the...
Billionaire.
No, I know what it stands for. I'm just wondering if I should... No, I'm going to go grab one.
No, don't.
No, I have to.
No, don't.
Because I'm going to like describe it, but I want them to see it. And this is going to be the last weekly word before the Arnold too. So it has to be done.
Get your shit together, mate.
I will. I'm going to just pause for a second. I'm going to grab one. I'll be back. And we're back.
Yep.
With a BBC tee. So let me show you guys these because we're famous for our exclusive Arnold tees every year. These are by far the best we've ever done. Now you've heard of the Billionaire Boys Club, the BBC, and you may also have heard the other BBC. Let me introduce the Billionaire Bench Club with Big Nevos wearing the helmet. That is in fact Big Nevos' face, and he is in fact in a TMJ helmet. BBC Billionaire Bench Club on the front. Nevos wearing the TMJ helmet on the back. And we also have an embroidered, it's usually a hem tag, but we've run with a sleeve tag on this one in the TMJ. Full custom everything. By far the best quality and arguably the coolest design. You're actually wearing last year's Cardio Club that we've ever done. And because of this, we're actually gonna make them a little bit, I wouldn't say more difficult, but there's some more steps into how you get one, because usually they're just giveaways.
Yeah.
We usually go through, 5,000 tees at the Arnold, just give them away. This year is going to work slightly differently because we want to make sure that we're taking care of you guys, a loyal TMJ subscribers, loyal TMJ customers. So how's it work?
So if you come to the MassiveJoes Mega Booth and you're wearing any TMJ apparel,
anything, t-shirt, hat, lifting straps, shorts, tights, singlet, anything. If you're wearing any piece of TMJ apparel,
you get it for free.
You get one of these for free. Gratis. Nothing. No spend, nothing. Absolutely free. You just have to be wearing a piece of TMJ apparel.
If you're not wearing TMJ apparel, spend $100. Get a free tee.
On anything. So spend $100 on SUPs apparel, combined SUPs and apparel, anything. You spend $100, you also get a BBC tee for free. So it's still a giveaway. It's just a little bit, a bit more exclusive, because the tee's a little bit more exclusive. I mean, let's be honest, it's the Billionaire Bench Club. It ain't no anti-cardio club.
No. Bench club.
It's
more weightlifting, it's more weight training based. It's weight training based.
All right, what else we got at the Arnold?
So we got big Seth Feroce.
We have Seth Ferocious. We just renamed him. Coming down, repping Axe and Sledge. He's going to be at the MassiveJoes Mega Booth all 3 days, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, with the whole Axe and Sledge crew. They're bringing the whole fucking entourage.
Mike Reagan, he'll be here.
Whole fucking entourage. Big Mike coming down. A few of the other squad down at Axe and Sledge, but of course the draw card is the big dog, Seth Feroce, the All-American Roughneck, who for the time he's here is going to be the All-Australian Roughneck, and his last name is going to be Ferocious. Sorry, Seth. It's been decided.
Stuck
in the middle. What else we got happening?
So we've got the Volt body scanners.
We do. We have the brothers from the team in a Volt coming down, so you can get a free body scan. The MassiveJoes Mega Booth.
There's actually 4 of them coming down too, so I don't know how the fuck we're going to fit them, everyone.
Well, that's why it's called the Mega Booth. We've had this discussion already. It's a big fucking booth. Plenty of space.
I'm fucking worried.
Yeah.
Anyway, because we've got fridges there too of drinks.
I know,
and shit.
it's monstrous. It's monstrous.
All right, anyway. And we got cold, and you want to bring fucking cold drip too, don't you?
Well, yeah. Well, I was.
Nah, fuck that idea right off.
Fuck
it right off.
Man.
Nah.
People want that shit.
Fuck it right off.
Anything else you can tell me about the Arnold?
Oh, there's probably something else.
It's going to be fucking crazy, man. I'm so excited. I think like every year we do it bigger and better. And this year is the biggest.
As always, there's going to be exclusive show specials. So specials that we're not going to advertise, but you have to come to the booth to see.
Yeah.
Don't want to miss it.
Yeah. And tell them about those specials too.
I'm not saying what the specials are.
No, you can't tell them what they are, but they're also going to be available
in the MassiveJoes retail stores.
Correct. So
but we're not advertising them. You have to go into a MassiveJoes retail store over the Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Once you're in store, then you'll be able to be told.
Mystery show specials.
Are they also going to be able to get the t-shirts the same way?
No.
No t-shirts.
No, that's just for the Arnold.
Oh, fuck you then.
But,
Sorry guys, I tried Tried my best.
Didn't really try too hard.
Tried so hard.
Next topic of discussion, Neve.
I'm Akon. I try so hard.
You do.
All right. What's this? Seth Feroce events.
Okay, so after the Arnold Sports Festival, I'll keep calling it Arnold Classic, but
come on,
it's the Arnold Sports Festival Australia. Seth Ferocious, the all-Australian roughneck.
He's not in Australia yet. He's not in Australia yet, so he's in past tense. He's in past tense.
He's going to be doing a mini tour. He's going to be stopping off at MassiveJoes Coburg on Monday, March 18, for a seminar at 6:30, and then a come and train with Seth at probably 8:30, I'd say, at Doherty's Gym, Brunswick. How do you get involved in the training?
So you have to purchase any 2 Action Sledge products.
Yep.
You'll also get an exclusive piece of Action Sledge apparel.
Yes.
I'm not sure what the apparel is. They've just sent a whole swag of apparel.
Shitloads of
it. So we might just have a suitcase, and you just pick what piece you want, and then put it on, and then come along.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all you've got for him?
In terms of the apparel, yep.
Yep. Then the next day, Tuesday, March 19, we're doing an event with our retail partners, the brothers down at Next Gen Arena on the Central Coast. It's going to be a very similar deal. So a seminar going down at 6:30, workout around 8:30 at Impact Gym Arena, which is where we usually train when we're doing events with the retail partners down at Next Gen. And then the very next
but they're doing it slightly different.
Yep.
So they're buying, spend $100, which is 2 products really. Going to the chance to win a training session with Seth. So they'll select 3 people to train directly with Seth.
I like that.
Which is So theirs is not an open come and train. Theirs is
it's a closed come and train.
I'm not sure. Maybe ask them before you go.
And then the very next day.
But 3 people actually get to train with him, so you actually get to touch Seth Ferocious.
And the all-Australian roughneck. We're going to have a lot of fun with this guy, man. Yeah. I'm excited. I feel like we're going to get along like house on fire.
Are you going to be able to pat the monster?
I hope so. Are you going to get off his left nut for a little bit so he can walk around?
Oh, mate, I don't know.
No? We're just hanging him.
Does Doug know he's coming? Doug might be jealous.
Maybe. And we're back. And the very next day, Wednesday, March 20, Seth is coming to Adelaide for an event here at MJHQ, a seminar at 6:30 in the PM, a workout at the HIT Centre at approximately 8:30 PM. Same deal as the Coburg appearance. Buy any 2 Action Sledge products, you'll get an exclusive piece of Action Sledge apparel, and then you are also entitled to come along to the Come and Train with Seth and the brothers from Action Sledge. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
Regan Grimes event.
Hit him, baby.
So on the Tuesday, while Seth is in
New South Wales,
Central Coast, we have Regan Grimes coming to MassiveJoes Dernancourt.
Yes.
5 p.m. on the Tuesday night. He's coming from meet and greet. So it's not a seminar. It's not a sit-down event. It's just an open meet and greet.
It's just a meet and greet.
So line up, shake his hand, take a photo, kiss babies, whatever.
Ask some questions.
Yeah. Bit of one-on-one. Get your photo taken. So the thing is, buy 1 Primeval product. You've got some Primeval swag that we're going to have a couple of options you can choose from. And also that 1 product gets you entrance into the Open Common Train.
Which is?
At Fast Twitch.
At?
7:30.
Roundabout, approximately. The workout times are always approximate because it depends how long the seminars go for, the meet and greets go for, so on and so forth. But effectively, as soon as the seminar and the Q&A or the meet and greet and the Q&A and all of that is done and everyone has been accommodated as best as possible, then we move to the facility where we're going to go crush. And we go crush. That's how it works. Guys, link to all of the details for all of these events is down below. MassiveJoes.com/events is the best place to get them, and then you can click on the Facebook event from there and make sure that it's in your Facebook diary, so you get little reminders about when shit's going down. Next topic of discussion, Neve.
What's up?
Hit him, baby.
I always forget about this subject.
You always do, don't you?
Yeah. Do we still stock the thing I've been having in the kitchen?
Yeah.
We do.
The one that you've been stealing from me.
All right.
Fuck.
All right. Putting it out there.
Yeah, put it out there.
One of the best tasting proteins I've had in a very, very long time.
It's
Metabolic
delicious.
Nutrition.
Yep.
I didn't even know the name of it. I didn't have a chance to know the name of it because I just went for the fucking lid.
It's called Muscle Lean.
Muscle Lean.
Yeah.
Is that why I've got striations? Because I'm just getting too lean, I think.
It's my protein powder of choice at the moment. That I don't, well, I have a lot, I'm using a lot of different types of protein at the moment. But that's actually the only protein that I drink by itself. I put 2 scoops of it, and it's my second meal of the day. 2 scoops of
generally my first and third.
And that's why I've gone through a fucking big tub in like a week.
But then I've been handing it out to everyone else to
I
try.
know you have.
And they said, oh,
because they've been telling me, have you tried that protein powder Steve's been using? I'm like, you mean my protein powder that Steve's been using and claiming as his own and dishing out.
It's delicious.
So Musseline is your go-to.
Yeah.
Flavor?
Peanut butter.
Yeah. All the flavors are pretty good, but the peanut butter is the tits. My WhatSupp for this week is actually gonna be Core Flex.
Core Flex.
Yeah, I'm going back to Core Flex. One of the worst tasting supplements you will ever have. It's so bad it actually some mornings it makes me gag.
Yeah.
It's bad. But the effects, man, I mean, in terms of joint support, in terms of injury, I would go so far as to say, I'm not allowed to say this, but fuck, I'm gonna say it anyway. Injury prevention, just from keeping joints nice and mobile, tendons nice and limber, everything kind of lubricated and working well. Man, you know, one of my favorite supplements, especially as I'm kind of like getting older.
Especially,
I'm starting to take a little bit more.
Especially you're finally you're starting to put a bit of muscle on your frame too, which is being good.
Yeah, no.
So you're getting such a very big and
112.5.
A lot of weight on the frame, a lot of weight through the joints. So especially that is you're not used to carrying that much weight around.
No, definitely not.
So it definitely helps with you with your
And I really think like anybody who is.
So I don't think people realize that as well though is the extra weight not only. Like, obviously, you have to carry that around as well. Your knees, your ankles.
The whole thing.
Hips,
but I think it's something that,
joints.
especially if you're asking a lot of your body, whether you're, just training with weights and going ham, TMJ extended hypertrophy, or you're doing something that is particularly taxing on your joints like performance-based training, CrossFit-based training, so on and so forth. Joint health is something that a lot of people, everyone kind of goes towards performance supplementation and not really towards, more holistic supplementation. And I think just the joint health is something that a lot of people need to pay particular attention to. And we'd get a lot out of it because, I mean, the less injuries you sustain, the more consistent you can be with your training. And we all know that consistency is key, man.
More time in the gym.
That's it. So my what's up this week is Core Flex.
Nice.
Next topic of discussion, Neve.
Ask Neve.
Fuck, we got a lot of Ask Neves this week, man.
We do.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. But a lot of short ones though, so I think we should
Rapid fire.
Gums 13. Hey guys, Stu from Ebb Vale, South Wales in the UK. Throw that up on the map, man. Great news that you're coming to Body Power. Definitely be seeing you get some more TMJ apparel. My question is, would you rather do deadlifts on leg or back day?
Definitely back day. It's definitely, I find, more of a back exercise.
You're saying conventional deadlifts?
Conventional deadlifts.
Because I don't do conventional. I only do stiff-legged, in which case I'm doing them on leg day.
They're talking like not deadlifts, like big boy.
We're going to make that
not I sit down to piss deadlifts. We're talking big boy deadlifts here. Which is definitely.
Have you ever done a sit down piss? Mate, it is wonderful.
I'll take your word for it. Take your word for it. Okay, you've thrown me.
You weren't expecting that one. That one got returned real quick.
Because the thing is a lot of the deadlift is fuck me. A lot of it is glute work, upper hamstrings and lower back, and back. Yeah. So a lot of it involves more back than leg.
Conventional deadlifts do. I would concur.
Because the starting deadlift and the position of a deadlift isn't like a squat. A lot of people say it's like a squat from the floor, which is the fucking bullshit because squats actually you sit it parallel and it's completely the wrong starting position compared to each other. Yeah. So it's definitely back exercise. Yeah. I would not put it like the day before or day after legs. Yeah. Like I'd space them out evenly, like your squats.
Because you are going to hit a lot of legs doing deadlifts.
Yeah, you're still going to obviously. Like deadlifts, there's not really anything that I don't think deadlifts don't fire to some extent. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of things will say that deadlifts are probably the best overall mass builder. Yeah. But yeah.
I would agree. If I was doing conventional deadlifts, I would also do them on back days. Stiff-legged Romanian.
If you're a little bit more worried and you really want to sort of make sure that you're not using any legs is do them off of a block. So do block pulls or rack pulls. Take that leg portion almost completely out of it. Obviously, you still be using glutes to some extent and your legs to lock out, but it'll really take any kind of real leg drive out of that movement.
Martin Zumsky. Hello, big boys. It's Martin Zumsky from San Diego, California, US of A. Neve, new supplement ingredients seem to be exploding right now. What 3 new ingredients are you most excited about and why? Joe, looking forward to your USA competition tour. I know you will dominate. Stay massive.
I've said this for a while, but Grains of Paradise.
Yep.
Paradol 6.
Yep. You're a big fan.
Fefoce 6.
Yep.
I'm glad that...
What's number 3? That's only 2. Pick a third.
Oh, what's another good one?
I don't want to influence you.
I don't know.
You're pulling up blanks.
I mean, that means...
What about laxagenin, epicatechin,
No.
dynamine, teacrine?
No.
No?
Not blowing my mind. Really,
None of
to be
them.
honest.
So you've got 2.
Yep.
Fuck it.
What's yours?
Vaso 6, Grains of Paradise.
What's yours?
I would go with laxagenin, definitely, number 1. Vaso 6 I'm a big fan of as well. Then I'd probably go, not the single ingredient, but I really am enjoying the caffeine dynamine teacrine combo that a lot of companies are starting to use.
But I mean, the reason I didn't put
pre's and
laxagenin though
pheromones
is
now.
because you've really pioneered this sport.
Actually, you know what else though? You know what else? Neurofactor.
Yep.
That's starting to appear. I'm a big fan of Neurofactor, man. I think that's going to be one of the best nootropic ingredients we've seen thus far. Anyway, you're saying I'm a pioneer?
Of laxagenin.
Yeah.
Because you were really one of the first founding fathers of that, I believe. I believe you're almost
100%.
like the George Washington of laxagenin.
Well, the initial
Or Abraham Lincoln.
the initial founding father, the OG George Washington, was actually Terry Pushy Katz.
In anabolic triad, I understand that.
Correct, of Platinum Labs, now CEO of Outbreak Nutrition.
So what are you, maybe like George Bush Senior?
No, I believe I'm the Steve Jobs,
Steve Jobs.
to be honest, because I didn't invent it.
Yeah.
You know, I just took it and marketed it better.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much what Steve Jobs built his career on.
Yeah.
You know, didn't invent anything, just took shit and took it to market.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I'm the Steve Jobs of laxagenin.
No, honestly, I'll put it out there for you. I'll give you credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
Is you're really the only person I've ever seen go to bat for laxagenin.
Yeah.
I don't really take into any other people's stuff, but really you're the only person I really see that have pushed it, especially though from such an early age.
Yeah. I've been pushing laxagenin for years now.
So there you go. And it's really
And
only just recently.
people still fucking...
Well,
it
true,
just
but like,
pisses me off,
but see,
man.
but-
Like, it's the whole science. It's the whole fucking science versus anecdote bullshit. You know, people bash shit because there's no science to support it. But they don't fine. Like, if that's your thing and you don't want to take shit that doesn't have scientific backing, 100%, that's fine. It's your prerogative. Do what the fuck you want to do. But set the premise of understanding that science always follows anecdote. Always.
Yeah.
You try something, it has some sort of effect, you go, fuck, let's test this and see what sort of effect, which is when science comes in, and backs up a particular theory that is always brought about by anecdote.
Yeah.
So I have no doubt from my own personal experience, and then the thousands of people who have used laxagenin who have told me about their personal experience that mimic mine, that the science will support the anecdote of laxagenin at some point in time.
Yeah.
And you got to remember, this is how all supplements work. The first motherfuckers that were taking creatine, there was no science. But they took the shit worked, they go, I'm gonna keep taking the shit because it's working, and then 20 years later, the science says, yes, you're correct. I'm not gonna wait fucking 20 years for science to tell me laxagenin works when I know the shit works. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
Tristan Sadonic from the ADL here in South Australia. You guys always talk about following your dreams and finding something that you're insanely passionate about and pursuing that as a career. But what if someone can't obtain a position working in the career of their dreams? Thoughts? Cheers, fellas. Hope you had a good time away in the snow, Joe. Thank you, Tristan. I did, man.
Sorry, I was just reading a couple of other questions. I thought we answered that question last week.
No, we didn't.
No.
No, we definitely didn't.
We answered a similar question. Anyway, but what if someone can't obtain a position? Oh, no, actually, sorry. I replied to Tristan directly on the post, which is why. But what if someone can't obtain a position working in a career directly of their dreams? I mean, I guess the reason that is Possibly. I mean, the only real obstacles I guess I can see is if you're not qualified enough, which means you have to go get qualifications.
Correct.
That's probably going to be the main standing point.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like location or really it's just completely fucking, you have to be realistic.
Yeah.
If your goal is to be the next man on the moon, you're not going to quite get there. But if your goal is being a doctor, then you have to realize, all right, well, these are the steps I need to take to get to be a doctor.
Correct. You can't just go, I want to be a doctor and start operating on people. There's a process and procedures that need to be followed.
Yeah. Something that I've always thought of, like, what if someone can't obtain a position working in the career of their dreams, is that really what your passion is, though?
Yeah. Or do you just like the idea
Or do you just like the idea of it?
Yeah.
I mean, you growing up, you probably thought that your goal career was a lawyer. Perhaps I'm not going to say that it was, but the thing is, but you know what I mean. I'll just use that as an example. As a lawyer, but really your passion has always been basketball and sports.
Correct.
So you're getting to be able to follow your sports and then doing bodybuilding and supplements, which was really your passion for quite a while.
Well, I think like my passion really is business.
Yeah.
You know, from a general perspective. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But the thing is, you've built your business around your passion or something that you're interested in.
Yeah, correct. And I've done a bunch of content on this as well, Tristan, and I speak to a lot of people about this as well. They're like, you know, I'm doing this, I'm real passionate about it, you know, it's what I really want to be doing, but. And I'm like, man, like seriously, if that's your passion, there's no buts.
Yeah.
You make the sacrifices you need to make. You are resilient and persistent as you need to be to get what you want. And if you're not interested in doing that, you're not interested in being resilient, and you're not interested in being consistent and dedicated and persistent, and throw a bunch of other fucking buzzwords in there, but you're not willing to make the sacrifices, it's not your true passion. It's just fucking not. You know, like if you think you're passionate, I like the doctor example. If you think you're passionate about becoming a surgeon, but you aren't willing to do the work to go to medical school for fucking 10 years to get the qualifications to do that, the fact of the matter is, it's not your passion.
Yeah.
You just like the fucking idea of it. And that's where so many people get their wires crossed.
Because there's always going to be some reason why you can't get there, and then some reason, you just have to face the objections and see, all right, well, what are the objections and what do I do to overcome them?
Correct.
Such as, obviously, let's just say, Tristan, you wanted to be a retail manager at the MassiveJoes.
Yeah.
But then we look at your resume and you have only...
No retail experience.
No retail experience.
For example, no management experience.
You've worked
None of that shit.
You've worked at the local car wash, washing cars or whatever, like those are jobs kind of things, but they're not actually retail.
Yeah.
A retail store manager, we want definite retail experience.
Yeah.
A lot of people, because we're a MassiveJoes and we sell sports supplements, we get a lot of people applying for jobs that are personal trainers. It's great, you can tell people how to do a bench press, but do you know how to run a retail store and implement initiatives?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Yeah.
So that's the thing really, and the thing you have to do is perhaps if you are trying to get a job as a MassiveJoes store manager and you have no retail experience, maybe you need to go off somewhere, get 12 months experience working in a retail store, second in charge, 2IC, assistant manager. Stuff like McDonald's. I mean, a lot of people bag McDonald's though. Yeah. But McDonald's tell you everything. Yeah. McDonald's teach you like customer service.
It's like
work ethic.
It's like the military for fast food.
But work ethic. Then obviously, like they teach a lot of my mates growing up were managers of McDonald's like when they were 18. A lot of guys that I know left school at 17, 18. We go to McDonald's after school. Yep. And the guys that we'd been at school with like the year before were managers of that McDonald's. And the thing is, then they progress on. And then the thing is, they've always got that on their resume. Yep. People can laugh at you or whatever, but the thing is you're going to have a job, and I would actually look at somebody, especially who has McDonald's experience, just because I know the training that they go through. Yeah.
Dalton Smith. Hey guys, Dalton from Kentucky in the US of A. Thoughts on being almost addicted to pre-workout. I feel as though I have to have it. And in the past, when I train without it, I have terrible workouts in my eyes. I used to use Big Noise on the past on its own, which is a non-stim pre-workout. And it was all right, but nothing compared to a normal stimulant-based pre. I have several different ones I cycle through so I can manage the caffeine intake pretty well. But I still feel as though I have to have them. I train 6 days a week as well, if that matters.
I mean, probably the main thing I'm going to say is, why are you not having them? Why would you not be having them?
Did you just answer a question with a question?
Yeah.
To someone who can't answer back?
Yep.
You fucking crazy, man.
Because I'm just saying, thoughts of being addicted. Well, yeah, there are a lot of things. It's so like mentally, if you don't train with the BCAA, you probably will, in the back of your head, be thinking, "Oh fuck, I'm not slipping on BCAAs."
Yeah, and then the actual fact that BCAAs do actually increase performance.
Yeah.
I know I'm not going to be training at the same level that I would if I was taking it.
Same thing with pre-workouts though, is that pre-workouts will give you energy, will make you train harder, plus beta-alanine, muscle fatigue, creatine, strength, blah, 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 blah. We all know the ingredients in them. Yeah. I mean, the reason is why aren't you having, what's wrong with you having them? I mean, there's nothing to say you're, obviously I think all of us use a pre-workout, and I probably have for the last 10 odd years. You would have for the last 10 to 12 years. Yeah. I'm not sure that we're addicted to pre-workouts. I just think that it's just become
Why would you not use them? That's your question. Yeah, the question is, you've got products that you know are going to help you perform better during your workouts. You're obviously interested in performing better during your workouts for whatever reason. Maybe it's performance-based, aesthetic-based, whatever the fuck it is. Maybe it's to get your lifestyle back on track. Why would you not use them?
The thing is, if you're worried about
caffeine, the question.
Yeah. The thing about caffeine.
Why would you not?
If you want to cycle off caffeine, probably don't. I wouldn't cycle off caffeine completely. I haven't done so in almost a year now, and really, fuck, that was pretty shit, to be honest. I probably wouldn't do it again. No. So the thing is, I'd probably just come off caffeine for the other meals throughout the day, though. Yeah. Other drinks throughout the day. I wouldn't be having a fat bear in the morning. I wouldn't be drinking Pepsi Max at night, or those kind of things.
So I don't know, Dalton. I think you need to look at your definition of addicted. To be honest,
that's what I'm saying. Like you're not addicted to BCAAs, but
but I know the performance benefits, so I'm not going to train without them. It'd just be fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I know that's what I said. Yeah. You just said it better than me, as usual.
Scott Smith. You know what it's like? I'm just going to go back to the Dalton question because I just had a little analogy. Yeah. It'd be like playing a sport. You know how sports have like specific shoes, right? So if you play football, you wear football shoes. If you play basketball, you wear basketball shoes. You play tennis shoes. And the shoes actually help you perform better at that sport. Yeah. It'd be like going, fuck, I'm addicted to wearing shoes. Yeah. So next time I play a game of footy, I'm going to go barefoot.
You know what something else is like?
Next time I play a game of basketball, I'm going to go barefoot.
You know what else?
Why the fuck would you?
You know what else is like? People that have deload weeks.
Oh.
Well, why? Why
oh my God. Weeks? Deload weeks.
Okay, let's not go into it. I just wanted to bring it up and just say it's a bit like deload weeks, really, isn't it?
That might be a podcast topic. Fuck. Could you imagine, how's this for an example? No, this is great. This is going to segue into, we're going to shoot a podcast later on today. Could you imagine if people applied the deload week methodology to other areas of their life?
No, imagine you.
I'm going to take a deload week from work this week.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Imagine me coming to work. So, Steve, have you finished that task, gave you?
Nah.
No, I'm on a deload week, Joe.
Deload week.
Oh, okay, no worries.
What about like your relationship with your significant other?
Yeah. We got the movies Are we going to the movies this week? Nah, no dinner this week. Deload week. I've had too much.
No date night. I'm on deload week. Could you imagine? It's that fucking stupid, but people think that it's acceptable to apply it to health and fitness for whatever reason. I don't even know. The reasons make no sense. We should start doing that.
It's the people that believe in overtraining, though.
That's the problem. Scott Smith. Scott from Auckland, New Zealand. Our friends over the ditch. Steroids and how much of an effect they have had on the fitness/bodybuilding industry.
I mean, steroids have been around for 20, 30, 40, 50 years. I mean, like the Russians, obviously, back in the day. And
a long time.
It was in the 90s through, what was the runner's name?
I'm going to go Carl Lewis. Johnson. Yeah.
Those kind of guys. Marion Jones. Yeah. It was very prominent, obviously, throughout the Olympics that way. Yeah. Cycling was very big with steroids, and I mean it is too. But EPO. Yeah. The thing is it's never been. It's always been around. You look back to the early '90s, Dorian, those guys. Obviously, they were all on steroids. Yeah. Arnie was. Yeah. People don't like to say it, but Arnie was. I mean, the thing is, they've always been around. Yeah. Probably the thing I'd say. There's been, probably over my time especially, I even remember to when I was back in high school to now when I think about kids who are in high school, is the amount of younger people that are on steroids and just how much more prevalent it is.
I think like you and I are a similar age. I'm a little bit older, but
2 years, I think.
Because I think similar about the process, and I think like definitely what I'm seeing now, I agree with you. I'm like, and we see them, you know, through what we do is, you know, teenagers that are, you know, interested in taking steroids and taking steroids. Whereas I think back when like I was that age, which is, you know, 15-ish years ago now, it just it didn't exist.
Even guys
because
in the gym.
I think,
but you see like 1 or 2 jack dudes in the gym.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah.
And everyone else just looked like everyone else.
Yeah. So I think that it's kind of like ebbed and flowed a little bit, because I think if you go back another 15 years before that, like if we were talking to our parents, it was probably more prevalent then when they were younger, and then kind of when we were in that teenage age group, it probably died out a little bit because there was so much awareness around the performance athletic side of it, and you know, and all of the media around that, and then that kind of stopped, and it's kind of come back up to, you know, a height again, I'd say. So I think it kind of goes in cycles, to be honest, man.
I mean, in terms of the effect they've had on the bodybuilding industry, well, the thing is, they've been in the bodybuilding industry forever.
Yeah.
You look at...
They've kind of been a baseline,
That's the reason there's non-tested federations,
is
because 95%, there are people that are drug-free and natural, but there is that 5% who are natty, but 95%, I'll say, of the guys that are on untested stage are using. The thing is I've always been there. I'm going to go back to fitness though and use fitness differently as like just your fitness model. Is there a lot more prevalent now, I believe, in terms of their steroid use.
I would agree. But then if you look at fitness on a much broader general scale, most people who are interested in fitness just would not even be aware of the drug side of the industry. You know, like when you talk about bodybuilding, and if you're involved in competitive bodybuilding, of course, you know, they're around and there's an awareness. But most people who sign up to the fucking gym and do their aerobics class, you know, and are interested in taking a protein powder or whatever it is, or doing F45 or maybe not CrossFit, but you know, the kind of, you know, general, much broader definition of fitness, very little impact. It's just in bodybuilding that it's very concentrated.
But yeah, bodybuilding is really the only sport. Like, let's be honest here. We're talking honestly here. Is bodybuilding, you go into gyms and people will talk about what they're using. I've never once been into a footy club or a tennis club or a fucking swimming club or whatever, and they've sat around bloody talking about what cycle they're currently on. So I think it's really just specialised, really specific to the bodybuilding industry.
But then, you know, fuck, this is another broad topic we can talk about. Then on the other end of things is we're starting to learn a lot more about the benefits of hormone replacement therapy for both men and women as you get older, as you age. So, you know, HRT for women, TRT for men, you know, which is effectively the use of steroids at very low doses most of the time. That, you know, has positive effects as your endocrine system starts to shut down as you get older. So, you can probably argue both directions. Ryan Prout. Hey guys, Ryan from Warrnambool here in Australia. What are some of your favourite meals when when dieting?
I mean, generally, like when I'm dieting, I'll just have like a nice chicken or some kind of meat. So chicken, kangaroo burgers, or steak, and just a nice salad with nuts, and then balsamic vinegar on top. That's probably my favourite. It's not exciting, but it can taste nice though. That's probably my favourite.
I'm similar. I have, you know, you guys that have seen my video series would know I'm a big fan of my first meal of the day, which is usually, you know, either like a protein waffle or a protein sludge. I'll have some sort of carb source in there. At the moment, bagels. You know, that's one of my favourite meals because it's one of my most calorically dense meals as well. But then during the day, I'm the same as you, man. I'll do like chicken salads, beef salads, some sort of source of protein with some sort of source of fat, and then just a fuck ton of greens.
I mean, I think a big thing that people don't realise though is that when you go from bulking or maintenance to cutting, is you don't just need to all of a sudden swap up your meals.
No, a lot of it eat less
of those meals.
You know,
whether it is cutting out a meal or just cutting the chicken in your meals back from 200 back to 180. It's just cutting back those ingredients. Lately, I've been quite busy, so like a lot of the time, obviously I'm not getting as much meals in. And my meals when I have been getting them in, like we had Red Rooster last night at the staff meeting and stuff like that.
You had Red Rooster.
You didn't. You're in prep mode.
I'm actually in prep mode.
The thing, like stuff like that though, the thing is like I've eaten that stuff, but I'm still losing weight because I'm not eating in a calorie surplus.
Exactly.
So the thing is, yeah, you can still eat those foods you enjoy, but as you go back to if it fits your lifestyle, is if you want to eat those foods and you want to be cutting, just eat less of those foods. You can still eat those foods you enjoy, just eat less of them.
Yeah. Lockie Urquhart. Hey guys, it's Lockie Urquhart from Melbourne.
But that doesn't mean eat 7 slices instead of 8 slices of pizza. Obviously, you've got to be smart of it.
Of course. There's limits.
Yeah.
Lockie Urquhart from Melbourne, Victoria, here in Australia. Hope you enjoyed your time away, Joe. The views posted on your Instagram stories were insane. Thank you, my man. I've watched them back a couple of times and I'm like, fuck, man, that was some good shit. My question is, what subs do you recommend for my first real bulk? I've cut down a significant amount of body fat over the last 10 months and I'm ready to make some gains. Slowly increasing calories, but wondering if there is anything you guys think should be a must-have in my stack. Take care and stay massive.
I'll let you add to this, but the thing is I don't really believe in supplements for specific purposes too much in terms of your staple supplements.
But he's not saying staple supplements. He's saying he's going from cutting to bulking, and he wants to know what their must-haves in his stack are.
What
so I can list off.
Okay, just wait.
Yeah.
What supplements do you recommend for my first real bulk? I'm answering the first question.
Yeah, but then he's added more information.
Yeah, so let me answer the first part question. Do you
for
see where there's a question mark?
It's called Ask Neve, man. It's your show.
See where there's a
You
question
do what you
mark?
wanna do, homie.
See where there's a question mark?
I'm just the supporting actress right now.
See where there's a question mark?
Actor.
It means that we answer this first question.
Yeah.
Lockie has asked, my question is, what subs do you recommend for my first real bulk? Well, Lockie, as I was saying, I don't believe too much in your staple supplements changing at all, whether you're bulking or cutting, depending on your goal. I think that there are certain supplements that need to be in no matter if you're bulking, cutting, whatever you're doing, need to be in on a day-to-day basis.
I agree. Your general health stuff.
Yeah, plus, like your protein.
Your general performance stuff.
Creatine. BCAAs. Those kind of ingredients. So, obviously, they're ones that you really should be taking year-round.
Regardless of bulking or cutting. I agree.
Bulking, probably the first thing I throw in is a carbohydrate supplement.
Depending on your carb intake and how your body deals with carbs in terms of insulin resistance.
But a very easy way to get in something is something like Creation Cluster Pure.
One of my faves. Fuck, I love that stuff, man. I'm gonna leave that in my whole cut this time. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna eat less carbs just so I can have Cluster Pure intra-workout.
Brave move.
I don't give a fuck.
I just think about carbs for a minute.
I distracted you. Next minute, Neve's thinking about all the sorts of carbs. Yep.
I mean, when you're bulking, there's a lot of things I believe in, such as like HMB.
Yep.
Then also, depending on how old you are, your hormonal subs are going to make a big difference as well. Laxogenin, Core Hard.
Is non-hormonal, so I put that in no matter what.
I'm getting it in as a group. Yep. Laxogenin, Core Hard, and Core Test.
So on and so forth.
Are those ones there?
Yeah.
What else would you put in?
That's because my staple is quite comprehensive. So my staple supplements also include things like creatine for me is a staple. Overtraining solution.
That's what I'm saying.
Is a
okay.
staple.
So I've answered
HMB for me is a staple. Core Flex is a staple. NAD3 is a staple. My fish oil is a staple. Man, I have a lot of staple supplements. So really, the only things that change from when I'm trying to build muscle to when I'm trying to reduce body fat is really not a whole lot. Probably the carbs up. But then I just said I'm leaving my carbs up in this carb.
Why then when I first made the point, did you fucking scoff?
I don't know. Because I felt like scoffing. I'm all out of utopia. I'm having withdrawals.
Lockie, we're just wasting fucking 3 minutes of time.
No, you gave Lockie some good advice, man.
But yeah. The thing is though, as I've said before, and as I've said before in a lot of our videos, I personally don't believe whether you're bulking and cutting, your training or supplementation really needs to change.
Too much.
Cutting, obviously you can throw things in like fat burners over time, your acetylcarnitines, your CLAs, those kind of things if you want to, but really not too much change. Really the only thing for me that changes when I'm bulking or cutting is the amount of calories in versus calories out.
And cardio. which is calories
calories
out.
in, calories out.
Ben Lapidot. Hey guys, Ben from Sydney, New South Wales, here in Australia. Got a lot of Australian questions today. It's good. Just wanted to ask what it was like for you both in terms of how you did or didn't balance studying / gym and fitness / social life when you were at university / high school. As I'm struggling to balance all three in my current university situation. And what are some tips to try and balance, organize, and prioritize these aspects? Cheers, guys, and stay massive.
Don't do what I did in high school, because I did not try at all in high school.
Yeah.
I didn't study, I'd always got my essays in and my exams in, but I never studied, never did homework, because I had a lot of time.
Yeah.
So really my life revolved around football training.
Yeah.
And that was what I did in high school. And weight training, football and weight training.
So you prioritized.
I prioritized that.
Effectively.
I mean, that was sort of my goals. Yeah. Because I didn't have a why for school.
Yeah. It didn't make sense for you to do it.
I didn't want to.
But obviously for Ben it does, which is why he's having trouble. Like if he didn't give a fuck, it's easy. I'm just not going to go to university. We'll not try.
All right, but let me follow up here and say that once I finished school though, I decided I want to be a personal trainer.
Yeah.
So I went to do my PT qualifications.
Yeah.
The thing is though, being 18, I turned 18 when I was at the PT school, so 17 and a half, 18, 17, 18, I was at the PT course, is I was having to do that. Plus, so back to actually studying and having to study, I was also at work because I was bringing money in because I was 18.
Yeah.
My mum, bless her, when I was 18, all those bills are now your own.
That's right. You're going to start paying rent, motherfucker.
Rent.
What's going on? The rent.
Health insurance.
Ain't nothing going on but the rent.
Health insurance, Medicare, car insurance, phone bills, all those things that mum had paid for me suddenly were mine. So obviously that became a priority for me as well as earning money. And football still. So for me, those three all really became equal for me. And about that time is when I started drifting away from football though, because I wasn't prioritizing it. And which I think probably that year might have been my last year of football. It was my last year of football when I was 18 because I put other things first or I started focusing on other things, such as when I started working more, I prioritized business more. Obviously the study didn't really last too long, but once I'd finished my study, it was about business and about making money and stuff because as I just said before, I suddenly had those bills coming in, so it was a priority for me to earn money. But I mean, for example, when I was 18, I was waking up at 6 a.m. because it was in February, I was studying, so this time 12 years ago, I was studying. But I'd wake up at 6 a.m, do my weight training at Nord Footy Club, so we did my weight sessions, and we did weight sessions and running sessions. I was training 6 days a week for $50. It was fucking bullshit. Anyway, 6 a.m. till 7 a.m. was weight training. I drive down to Royal Park, down to the Good Life at Royal Park, do my PT course from 8 till 4. Then I generally have to go home and have a bit of time, and then I'd go to Coles and I'd work night fill from 7 till 12. Go to sleep, wake up, same thing next day. So the thing is I made it work. I still prioritized, but I just didn't sleep. I gave up on sleep really for that time, to be honest, to fit everything in. Still saw my mates on Friday and Saturday nights. After I finished work though, I did night fill at Coles on Saturday afternoons from 3 till 8. Then I went and saw my mates at 9 o'clock at night when they're already fucking hammered. So the thing is, I just slept less and fit it in, which is why I have a struggle of people saying that they don't have time in the day for things. Like you're just sleeping too much.
Don't say I don't have time, say it's not a priority.
Which is the thing that comes back to me is people that say, oh, I've got kids or I've got whatever, like there's some time in the day when you can go train. Obviously, okay, I'm going to say, I understand there are circumstances, if you're a single mother, for example, and you can't leave your 2 kids at home to go to the gym or those kind of things. But I do believe that while you're at home though, you can do home workouts.
Of course.
I think there's something you can be doing. Buy a treadmill. Buy MassiveJoes weight bands, do resistance bands. Buy a set of 10 kilo dumbbells, 10 kilo dumbbells, whatever. I still think there's something you can be doing to assist in that weight loss without having to leave home because of your kids or those kind of things. I mean, even if that means your kids wake up at 6 and you got to start packing lunches, just wake up at 5. Wake up that little bit earlier. So I think that really, I think, I didn't remember what the original question is, I just started talking.
The question was balance.
I just think if you want it bad enough, you'll find time to fit it in.
100%. I can't really add much to what you said.
You were the same though when you were studying law school, doing MassiveJoes.
I was studying. I was
training.
just to set the no. Well, I'll go to university because that was probably my most difficult time. Based on my lack of life experience as well back then. 19 to 20. Well, I was at uni from 19 to 26. So I was studying double degree in mechanical engineering and law. I was competing in bodybuilding, so training every day, competing. I was working at Santos at the same time as an engineer while I was continuing to study. Then towards the end, I flipped over to law, but I was working for a fucking ASX 200 company at the same time. Then I had my partner at the time and social life and whatnot, and then family life as well on top of that. And then MassiveJoes on top of that. So I had fucking...
Why didn't you just put a D-Lo drink into the relationship?
Yeah, put a D-Lo wig into life. So I had a lot of shit going on. And I pretty much did the same thing that you did, man, is I prioritized based on what was the most important to me, made sure that shit got done. And really what was left at the end of it was less time to sleep. And that's where I developed my, ability to not sleep very much and be able to get by on pretty much consistently 6 hours sleep. You know,
a lot of those things though really drill down and do form those bases of your life currently.
100%.
I mean, for me, I'm going to say I had a very privileged upbringing.
Yep.
My mum and dad looked after me.
Yep.
And they kept me fed and food on the table and a roof over my head and those kind of things. So I couldn't be more blessed in that regard. But yeah, once I was 18, I mean, mum and dad didn't just kick me out of the street, but I had to take some responsibility for my life.
Step up.
So the thing is I guess at that stage I realized that I had to make money to pay bills, and that's where the work ethic, which I like to think I have 99% of the time or 95% of the time, obviously everyone has that 5% really where they fucking just be fucked, but I really think that my work ethic came to me during that time.
It also
because that's all I had.
It starts to, like, Ben, the one thing that I will say to you, man, is like we both definitely feel the situation that you're going through at the moment. But this is character building shit. You're gonna learn a lot about yourself right now trying to juggle all this shit, and you're gonna learn a lot about what's really important to you as well. You know, so if things like fucking, getting hammered with your mates 3 or 4 times a week and doing recreational drugs and whatever the fuck else you do is important to you, you're going to spend a lot of time doing it.
But I mean, that's the thing is,
and that's going to shape the rest of your life as well. Whereas if doing well at university or high school, wherever you are, taking care of your health and fitness, if that shit's important to you, you're going to prioritize. You're going to make the time to do it. You're going to learn a lot about yourself, and these years are really what is going to sculpt a lot of your character moving forward.
Plus the thing is, you think it's hard now though, but
it gets harder, man.
It gets harder.
I wish, and that's what I said when I first started. I was like, because I had lack of life experience, it was very difficult for me. If I could go back now, that shit's a fucking walk in the park to the amount of shit I've got going on now. You know what I'm saying? Like literally now, this is like, if you read my staff interview online, the 3 superpowers, I was like, I wish I had the power to not sleep. Because I would easily feel 24 straight hours a day, every fucking day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. Easy.
The thing I was going to add to that,
no problem.
And you sort of taking off on a different tangent, but it's exactly right, and exactly what I would have said anyway.
Yeah.
But also, what you're worrying about now, in 5 years' time, you're not even going to fucking remember.
No. That's it.
The thing is, I fucking struggle to remember. I can't remember when I was, only because I fucking actually thinking about it. Like, but I don't sit there and think, oh fuck, I'm still drained from fucking 12 years ago where I had to work fucking 18-hour days, 19-hour days.
Character building, man. That's all it is. Joshua Armstrong. He hasn't told us where he's from. Where's Joshua? Give me a place real quick.
He's from
Alice Springs in the Northern Territory.
Nantucket.
Here in Australia. Hey guys, I just need someone to show me studies that BCAA supplements provide a benefit worth the cost when added to a diet already high in protein.
No, I want to see you go this one. Because I know how passionate you get. Now I want to see I'll be honest, I've given up. I've given up. Anybody that asks a question like this, I'm not interested in trying to prove, because the problem is I already know that Josh's default position is BCAA supplements don't work and they're a waste of money if you consume enough dietary protein. So if I start making arguments like, Josh, you don't understand the difference between peptide-bound protein and free-form amino acids, he's not going to give a fuck.
If I'm going to say, Josh, the quickest way to get amino acids into your bloodstream is with a drip, the second quickest way is 3 form amino acids in the form of branched chain aminos that you drink on while you're training, he's not going to give a fuck. So I am just so frustrated with trying to. I've said, listen, there's going to be people that I just cannot get through to. So I'm not even going to fucking try. The one thing I will say, Josh, is try BCAAs during your workout and then try training without them. And if you find that they provide benefit, then use them. If you think that they don't, then don't. I personally don't give a fuck. And I'm not going to try and convince you one way or the other because it's going to fall on deaf ears.
Yep. Next.
But I will say that if you want to find the science, get on Google and search for BCAA studies and how they improve performance and actually properly read the studies. Not the fucking preface, not the discussion of the studies, not the meta-analysis by somebody whose sole mission is to discredit BCAAs. Actually read the fucking studies with an open mind and you will find that there is indisputable evidence that BCAAs provide a performance benefits regardless of your protein intake. And don't even get me started on the fucking EAA, BCAA bullshit, because it's bullshit. But once again, it's not my job to convince you.
Yeah. Next.
Michael Ryan. Hey guys, Michael from Canberra in the ACT here in Australia. How do you get the mind-muscle connection going?
I've never understood this question. Because I've never not been able to do it.
Yeah, it's very simple, Michael. The way you do it is you drop the weight down and you focus on contracting a muscle rather than moving a weight from point A to point B. So if you're doing bicep curls, let me just finish, because I get this question all the time, and this is the way that I answer it, and it generally helps people a lot. If you're doing bicep curls and you're thinking about standing up, and you're doing dumbbell bicep curls or barbell, doesn't matter, and your focus is on moving the weight from this position to this position, and that's what you're focusing on doing, your body's going to do that using front delts, chest, a little bit of swinging, whatever the fuck it needs to do. If you take the weight right down and you go, I don't give a fuck where the weight moves, I'm going to focus on contracting this muscle right here, and you focus on that with much less weight, that is how you develop mind-muscle connection. It's all about contracting muscles against resistance, not moving weights from point A to point B.
Probably the first thing to do is just focus on even just using bands as a good starting point.
Use no resistance.
Use no resistance. But the thing is, I mean, if you can flex, if you can
hit a front double bicep,
you just might use mind-muscle connection to flex your biceps.
Correct.
All you need to do is obviously have that fucking tension,
against
let
resistance.
it out, bring it back. I'll just squeeze the
resistance.
biceps. Now put a fucking dumbbell or a cable pulley in your hand and do it again with resistance.
It's the same with
and
chest.
you've done it again.
It's the same with shoulders.
With chest,
with
you see my
legs.
chest.
It's the same with every muscle group.
Bring it together. My chest is squeezed.
Yep.
Squeezed.
Now resistance. Do the same
Now
thing.
do it on a pec fly.
Yep.
With my rows, I'm sitting down, squeezing my lat, go forwards, squeeze my lat. Now do it on a seated row.
Yep.
Thing is, you just have to get used to doing it. I mean, I mean, that's all I can say.
Ellis Vaticos. You know what? I'm not going to do any more questions where people haven't told us where they're from. This
is Facebook.
Oh, okay.
They don't know about this.
Okay. Ellis Vaticos.
This is from the Team MassiveJoes group.
Where's Ellis Vaticos from?
From Ballarat.
From Ballarat, Victoria, here in Australia. Ellis wants to know, how can I go about increasing my calories in the healthiest way possible? I'm usually sitting around 2,000 to 2,500, but I want to bump it up to 3,500 to 4,000.
Probably two things I'd look at doing very easily off the top. There's many different ways you can go about it.
Yep.
Number one would be just adding another meal in throughout the day.
Yeah.
Just having meal 2, have it again for meal 3. Meal 3, have it again for meal 4, whatever that may be. Just repeat that meal another time throughout the day. Other thing is to increase portion size. If you're having 100 grams of oats, have 150 grams of oats. Just have, if you're looking at getting, increase those ingredients by 50% on everything. So then you've gone from 2,000 calories to 3,000 calories.
And it depends what your goals are as well. Like, why are you increasing? Are you trying to increase metabolic capacity? Are you trying to put on
also the thing
weight?
Is,
what's the goal
is you
here?
shouldn't, if you're sitting around 2 to 2.5, let's say worst case scenario, you're sitting at 2,000. Not worst case, but in this situation, it's worst case scenario. You want to bump it up to best case scenario of 4,000. You should not do that overnight.
No.
You should be looking to increase by about 200 or so calories, about 10%. every 1 to 2 weeks.
Yes.
So it's very easy to add 200 calories into your diet.
Yeah.
Eat a spoonful of natural peanut butter. Eat a spoonful of MCT oil.
Yeah.
Like, there's just very easy ways to increase those calories.
John Trio.
It's 180 calories is 20 grams of peanut butter.
Correct.
Which is a tablespoon.
Teaspoon.
Tablespoon.
Heaped teaspoon.
Little tablespoon.
This is why you have peanut butter problems, because you don't know how much a tablespoon of peanut butter weighs. John Trio. From?
He's from Newcastle.
From Newcastle, New South Wales, here in Australia. Will there be another Australian flavour for Core ABC in the works in the coming year?
Not that I know of.
No, not in the coming year. There probably will be in the future, but we did back to back. We did Killer Python, Australian Gummy Snakes, and then we did Sherbies, Australian Orange Sherbet, like back to back, year after year. So we're going to take a break.
I'm just going to say a sneak peek though, is we're doing a few exclusive flavours with a few other brands.
Yeah. Anthony Milan. Hey guys, Anthony from Alice Springs. Another Alice Springs.
Oof, 2.
Northern Territory.
And Chris Brown's also from Newcastle.
You know Chris.
I know that, but I'm just saying, I just said Newcastle for the last game.
Anthony wants to know, what do you think about the news as recently reported in Triple J's hack that there are studies showing long-term damage causing L-Norvaline? My favorite Mega Pre Black contains L-Norvaline, and I'm saddened that I might have to find an alternative. Where did we have this question? Did we have this? Was this a weekly word question, or was this? No, I think this was on my Instagram Q&A. Actually, was L-Norvaline.
I don't know any of this.
I think the jury's still out, to be honest, Anthony.
Well, what are they saying it does?
Well, they're saying that it affects longevity, so it shortens your lifespan.
By how long?
Well, that's why the jury's out. They don't really know.
Well,
but you could make
30 days.
No, well, they don't know,
30
man.
months,
they don't know.
weeks?
They're just saying that it's damaging.
That's fucking bullshit.
Effectively
That's
DNA.
bullshit.
No, it is bullshit.
No, it's on triple.
And the problem is you can make that argument about excessive amino acid intake across the board, especially amino acid intake that increases. I just had a mental blank. Let's just say muscle protein synthesis, generally speaking, because it puts your body under stress. Right? Our bodies do not want to build more muscle than is necessary. So by nature of that, your body's under more stress and it shortens your lifespan. So I think that, but then the argument as well is if you don't take care of your health and fitness, you're going to get all sorts of diseases.
I was just about to say,
it's like, you know what it reminds me of? The old thing where everything caused cancer.
Yeah,
can't do this, causes cancer. Causes cancer.
The thing is though, that anybody could walk out this afternoon and unfortunately get hit by a car crossing the road.
Yeah.
The thing is, and people worry about L-Norvaline. Seriously.
Yeah, and then you can go about, alcohol.
Anything. You can do anything.
Cigarettes.
Anything.
Let's focus on an amino acid.
How much sunscreen are you putting on when you go for a walk?
While we're sipping on a fucking cider on a Friday afternoon at Triple J's hack.
Yeah, how much fucking coke are they smoking?
Triple J, let's be honest. Triple J, probably not the best people to be talking about shortening lifespan through amino acid supplementation. Darren Lee. Hey fellas, Darren from Sydney, New South Wales in Australia here. Just wondered how you go about managing expiry dates for your stock. Do you have software with reminders, date checks during stock takes? Popular items wouldn't be a problem, obviously, but slow movers on the other hand, I'm guessing maybe.
The thing is, we do know what the slow movers are, and our warehouse manager led by Alex, constantly does date checks on those products.
It's effectively a stock taking procedure that we implement.
Same goes with retail stores. The store managers become aware of a product when it's 6 months from expiry. If it's 3 months from expiry, they send it back here to HQ, and then we can put it on the clearance section of the website.
Exactly.
There's a lot of things we do. So
Chris Brown from Newcastle, New South Wales, one of our long-time Massive Joes subscribers here on the YouTube channel. Boys,
if your name was Chris Brown, I was going to say, if my name was Chris Brown, I'd be curling my dog and I'd be calling it Snoopy.
Absolutely.
A beagle called Snoopy. And I'd probably have a little yellow bird called Woodstock.
And I'd probably be like a really good singer and make a song called Freaky Friday.
That's Chris Brown.
Chris
Brown the rapper. I was talking about Chris Brown the
I'm talking about
cartoon.
Chris Brown the singer, man.
Snoopy. Peanuts.
Boys, I'm struggling in front delt dominance and my upper chest just isn't getting the love it used to. What's your personal tips to be able to get a big mind-muscle connection in the upper chest again? Cheers, boys. Much love.
It's really getting your shoulder blades back is probably the main thing you can be doing.
Honestly, Chris, and because I know Chris and his physique quite well, drop the weight back, man. With your incline pressing movements and even your flat pressing movements, you're probably trying to use too much weight, and because you're front delt dominant like myself, your delts are going to do most of the work.
A lot of things though that if I want to be hitting upper chest directly, is what I'll do, for example, is I'll do incline Smith machine and do it on almost like a neck press on a high incline, but go very light and just do slow controlled movements.
Yeah, that's what it's going to come down to.
Another good one is incline cable flyers and incline dumbbell flyers. Just as you said, really slow, getting those shoulder blades back. And really
bump the weight down, focus on contracting the upper chest, get that mind-muscle connection on point. You can be just fine, Chris. Chris is going to have a big upper chest than you. Be careful, he's coming. Jared Hobson, thoughts on using a cut? Well, where's Jared from?
Jared is from Nantucket.
Jared from Nantucket. Is that USA, Canada? North America somewhere. Thoughts on using a carb powder in a pre or intra-workout shake whilst being in a caloric deficit? Struggling to maintain the drive and endurance throughout the workout. We've already spoken about this in this episode. I said, fuck it. I said, I'm using Cluster Pure throughout my entire cut. I will be removing carbs from other parts of my diet to keep it in.
Yeah.
For this exact reason, to maintain drive and endurance through my workout.
I mean, you're a big fan of pre, intra, post-workout carbs.
Yeah.
So I guess...
Carb timing in general.
Yeah. I mean, they're the main times you want to have carbs. I guess it depends on how deep you are in your cut or the calorie deficit.
Yeah.
If you get into the very final stages of a cut, probably, and you want to be eating your carbohydrates, that could be a point in time when you remove them.
Sure.
But I mean, I'd try and leave them in there for as long as possible.
I would. That's what I'm going to do.
As we said before, it's about calories in versus calories out and nutrient timing. If you're using them efficiently intra-workout and in a calorie deficit, you're going to be losing weight anyway. So,
last question. Barney Ong, still out of action. So the final question going to our good friend Pierre Pozzuto, aka the Buffer Bobcat. What up, fellas? Pierre from Chester in the UK here. How's it going this week? You both well? We are both very well.
Really well.
Very stressed, but very well.
Really well.
My question this week is to do with weak muscle groups. What is too much training per week? We have YouTubers like Dave Palumbo saying if it's small, train it less. And then the rich pianos, may you rest in peace, of the world doing things like feeders daily to stimulate that muscle group. Thoughts. I must confess, I took the feeder idea for my sad little arms, tweaked it, and did 3 sets of narrow push-ups to fatigue with a 10-second break in between sets like your rest pause set for a month, and it worked. I know you fellas will work on muscle group up to twice a week, but would you ever consider 3 to 4 times a week, considering we now have advanced recovery supplements like Overtraining Solution? Look forward to your weekly word reply, or maybe I'll beat you to it and get there to answer the question in person. Thanks and stay massive, Pierre.
Pierre's coming to Adelaide.
He is.
So, the thing is you've thrown in a different stimulus there, Pierre.
Yeah.
Which is the reason why it's grown.
Correct.
I mean, I don't know how Rich trained all the time, but when we trained with Rich, may he rest in peace, he did not train hard at all.
No.
It was... We had to go train afterwards again.
Let's not talk specifics, because I have an idea of how I want to answer this question.
Okay, but I'm just going to say that if you're able to hit, if you've got weak legs and you're able to hit them 3 to 4 times a week, I'm going to go back and say I'm guessing you're not training them effectively the first 1 or 2 times.
Possibly. I'm then going to throw in that it's always a balance between mitigating the risk of injury and stimulating as much muscle growth as possible. Let me explain. If I was to go and train my pathetic chest every single day, it's going to put a lot of stress through my shoulders, my elbows, my joints, my tendons, my ligaments that are involved in pressing and flying. So much so that the risk of injury is too high for me to sustain.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna get injured, and then I'm going to be out of action, and then my consistency is going to be fucked.
Yeah.
So it's always a balancing act between training volume and mitigating risk of injury, as far as I'm concerned. And you may be able to do what you did, for example, Pierre, where you did your close grip push-ups to build your triceps. What did you do? Every day for a month, and it worked. But if you were to try and sustain that every day for a year, I suspect that it's going to cause you all sorts of fucking problems.
But it also depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
Like narrow push-ups aren't really a big, heavy compound movement.
Yeah, well that's the other thing, and that's what you're saying as well, is it's like how, is it better, because this is the other thing, I watched this awesome podcast with Joe Rogan the other day, I can't remember who, he was one of the UFC trainers, and he was talking about training intensity versus rest and recovery time. Like if you're, there's always a relationship between how hard you train and how long you have to rest for as well to allow the muscle group to recover.
Well, that's what somebody asked the other day in the Facebook group is how long should I rest for? Well, it depends on your training.
The question is, let's take for example bicep curls. Is it better to train biceps once every 3 days, say twice a week for example, and hammer the fuck out of them to the point that they're just so sore that you can't possibly think about training them more frequently? Or do you go and train biceps like a bitch and do them every day?
Or do you hit back and biceps and hit 3 exercises of biceps Monday and Thursday, or do you just do biceps on their own for 6 hours for 6 sets?
And honestly, man, I don't think that really there is a correct answer, because I think everyone's body's going to respond differently. Some people may actually respond better to training like a bitch and doing it every day. I don't know. But I do know that if you're trying to train like a fucking beast, you're not going to be able to do it every day. And even if somehow you figure out how you can, the risk of injury is going to be way too fucking high to sustain it for a long period of time. So it's a little bit of a seesaw.
Plus the other thing as well, if you're hitting, so let's say chest 4 times a week.
Yeah.
I mean, you've still got fucking 6 other body parts to fit in.
Well, that's it. When do you train everything else? Yeah. So it's a puzzle.
And
it's a puzzle.
then if you're hitting chest, and you're pairing it with the other muscle groups because you have to fit them all in, are you giving enough priority to those other muscle groups, and they're going to start lagging?
You know how I'd love to ask this question to?
Who?
Next time we get him in for a podcast.
Who?
Nick Jones. Because he's got fucking 30 years experience.
Yeah.
And I'm sure that he would be able to lend some.
Because from my perspective,
like I'm giving you the different options, Pierre, and I don't know that there's a correct answer. I'm not sure that there is. I'm really not sure that it is.
I wouldn't go any more than 3 days every second day. Let's put it that way to begin with.
Yeah.
I'm going to rule out any more than 3 times a week.
But how's this, man?
Yeah, but then Olympic lifters squat every day.
And this is where I'm going. You've seen the fucking photos and the videos of the Olympic cyclists with quads that look like they've come off the Olympia stage, and they're riding bikes every single day.
Yeah, because their body's used to it, but then they're not doing heavy squats every single day.
You've seen tennis players where they've shown the forearm that they hit with, they hold the racket with, is twice the size of the other one, and they're playing tennis every day.
Plus, Olympic lifters have generally like some kind of squatting movement in each day, especially when they're doing like power cleans, Olympic lifters. If they're doing power snatches, power cleans, I mean, all of them drop down into some kind of like squatting movement. Yeah. So every single day they're hitting some kind of front.
You've seen the fucking swimmers, the Michael Phelps of the world, with fucking backs and shoulders, like, they're stepping on a men's physique Olympia showdown, and they're swimming every day. Yeah. So I don't think that there is a correct answer. I think that it's all part of the puzzle. How much time do you have? With what intensity do you want to train? How long can you rest for? How many different muscle groups are you trying to fit into a 5-day, 6-day, 7-day split, whatever the fuck it is? There's a lot of different variables here.
It's the fun of the game.
Yeah. Great topic. Great question. Standard Pierre, to be honest. Big Neve, do you have anything else you'd like to add?
We won't see you next week.
No, we won't. We'll be, we got the IFBB Pro League South Australian Ireland qualifier this weekend. Then we're next week's jam-packed.
Go to Melbourne Wednesday.
And then the week after that, we got the tours. We've spoken to you guys. Fucking March Madness, baby. It's well and truly here. Big Neve.
Thursday will be the first day that we stop, really.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Anything else before I tell the viewers? To hit the subscribe button. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to turn your post notifications on, both on your mobile, your cell phone, and your desktop PC, so you don't miss a beat when it comes to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel. Until next time, where we come to and from Neve.
MassiveJoes.com.
Stay massive.
Thank you for tuning into this video. We hope you enjoyed watching. Don't forget to check out our latest upload and our recommended video, and be sure to subscribe to the MassiveJoes YouTube channel to stay up to date with all of our latest uploads.